Thank you for joining us today. If you hear any chopping noises in the background, that's just us eating crackers. Pay no mind to that. We got the Munchkins on deck.
Oh, I'm not eating the crackers. I was eating some Munchkins though. Those Munchkins are pretty good. I like the chocolate ones and the jelly ones. They're pretty good.
Let me tell you, Munchkins are deadly because you can eat a lot of them without noticing that you're eating a lot of them.
Yeah, I try not to eat a lot of them. Like the most I'll eat is 10, and then I get tired of them. Too sweet.
Yeah, because a donut, you're like, oh yeah, I eaten these many donuts. But a Munchkin, you could eat 20 of them and not even realize it. So, how's everybody doing today?
Pretty good.
Pretty good.
I was just working today. I had diarrhea throughout the whole day, but I couldn't go, so
Joe,
that was
I
it.
also
was
had
holding it.
diarrhea, bro. And it was so crazy yesterday. I spent the whole day just pooping. I must have gone like
Damn.
10 times. And you know, it's that kind of diarrhea that makes you ask forgiveness to God. You're like, oh, God, forgive me for my sins. I didn't mean to do it.
Then when you're cramping up and it hurts, and you're like, oh,
Joe.
getting those sweat calls, and you're
Yo.
freaking, like, you're like, oh, you're shivering, you're
Tenía la
sweating,
piel de
you're holding,
gallina,
you're
man.
holding your stomach, and you're like, God, please help me.
Yeah, you start like asking for a divine power.
States.
Hey, that reminds me. This podcast is brought to you by Random Tequila, the tequila you'll never get to drink. Thank you to our sponsors.
Random tequila. Thank you.
Random Tequila. Soon enough, man. They told me they were gonna send me some samples, but I guess I'll never get to drink
Oh,
it.
they trying the new flavor cherry. You haven't tried that?
Oh yeah, I never tried
They
it.
sent that to me last night, yo.
Did they?
Yeah.
So I guess you got to drink it.
Yeah, and freaking the hound tried it. The weasel tried it. It
So
was
supposedly
crazy.
this is the tequila that you never get to drink.
What?
I
No,
would
you do. We're talking about random tequila, the cherry one. They're coming out with a cherry flavor.
Okay. You understand the dynamic of the random tequila, right?
Yeah, I do.
Okay, because it sounded like you tried it.
I did though.
That's not possible. Let's paint a picture for the listeners. Yesterday, last night, you went to a casino. Tell me your
Yeah.
experience in the casino. Start from the beginning. I want to paint the picture.
It was cool. I got invited because of random tequila.
So he got a pass from our sponsors, Random Tequila.
Yeah. Yeah, first time at a casino, and it was crazy. There were like a bunch of people just smoking inside of the place, outside of the place, everywhere. The only
Okay,
place that-
okay. Let's make a pause right there. Now, you say they were smoking inside.
Mm-hmm.
Is that allowed? I thought it wasn't allowed.
Because
Some
the
casinos do allow
the
it.
casino, it's not in, it's kind of not inside of a place. It's a building within the dome, not a dome like a freaking pyramid type of thing. So you're kind of not inside. You're outside, but you're outside of the inside. And then I'm with the hound there, and freaking the hound is like, bro, we have knives in there. Is that my knife, man? You have your own knife in here. I'm pretty sure. I'll knife you.
All right, so going back
I'm a
to
one
the
knife man.
back to
Yeah.
the casino.
So the hound sees this freaking buff guy with a freaking scar on his face, and she's like, "God damn! Look at that motherfucker! Got a fucking scar in your face, in his face." And I'm like, in my head, I'm like, "Oh fuck! I hope we don't get killed." And then it just so happens that that guy passes by us and stands like, behind like a wall, like probably like 5-6 feet away from us, maybe 8 feet away from us, and the hound is still going on with the widow, and it's just fucking crazy. They just talking. It was like, yo, you saw that guy, fucking buff with a freaking scar on his face. I'm like, shit. And then he comes out of the wall.
Like a badass.
Yo, this guy comes out of the wall, like, and I'm like,
You
oh
talking
my
about
god,
me?
He heard us, and he started smoking, blowing the smoke toward us, and I was like, oh shit, we're done. This motherfucker's gonna kill us right now. I was like, let me get ready. Let me take my belt off. You know what I mean? I gotta whip some motherfuckers with the head of the belt. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
With the buckling the motherfucker.
Buckle up, Buckaroo.
Freaking destroy this guy, and he just stand there, and I started acting like we were talking about something else. I was like, yeah, and I guess that's what saved us. But he was just crazy. I was so like, god damn. And then I'm like, yo, Hound, what the hell you doing? You saw that. You have to be more conscious of people.
Why you talking to me?
Yes, I'm talking to you.
Damn.
Hasta la vista, baby. Terminator 1 through 5. I watch about 100 videos on slot machines, and I saw a bunch of videos about the guy that about the guy that builds that kind of crap.
Or drinking.
And he said that it is so random that no one will ever guess that it's just like it's a computer program. Unless you're a freaking machine or you're Jimmy Neutron, then you're not gonna get it. You know what I mean?
You don't know. You never know.
It's
What I heard is that the machines have like a timing for when they are gonna like let go of the big prize. So what you do is, it's like a little fucked up, but what you do is you look at the machines and see somebody putting money in but not winning.
no, they say that's not true.
They say that's not true.
Yeah, that's not true. It could happen. You could literally spend 20 days playing, or you could see someone playing for 5 days, and then you're like, oh man, that machine is about to give up. No, it could just be as random as possible.
Oh yeah, I don't know. That's what I heard.
Yeah, it was not like before. Before, when they had it was just like a gear. It had a time. You place there X amount of time, the machine will give a prize. But now that they have computers, it's like a random.
Oh, okay.
Or maybe that's what they want you to think.
No, I guess maybe with the old ones, I guess it was possible, but not now.
Yeah, like now it's worse to win, because before you could time it, but not anymore. It's a freaking computer. You're gonna lose regardless. It doesn't matter. Like even if you, I seen some people, they trying to stop the wheel, but the thing is that the wheel stops by itself. You don't stop it. The computer, it doesn't matter when you press it and how you press it. It's still gonna be the same. And they even have the thing that you pull on the side to stop it. The creator of My Hero Academia was saying that he wants to beat One Piece. Like he wants to make it kind of as long as One Piece, or if you could take it some other way, he wants to make it as big, which will be the number one in all the mangas. You know what I mean? Which is One Piece right now. So
Yeah.
he said that he wanted to make it bigger than One Piece. And to make it bigger, you kind of have to develop the hell out of those characters.
Well, the thing is, when people talk about the biggest anime, there are many things that people are talking about. Let's talk about numbers. let's talk about what is the cutoff for an anime to be great. Like, what is the least amount of episodes a show needs to be for it to count? Like, obviously, an anime that has 10 episodes is
Wait,
harder.
hold on. Are we talking? Oh, okay. So
Hold
if
on,
we're
let me-
gonna
let
talk,
me, let me, sp- let me.
okay, I'll let you finish, and then I'll
Yeah.
clarify all of that.
What is the least amount of episodes that an anime needs to have in order to be considered a great anime? Is it possible? And if it is, can you please name an example?
All right. Can we exclude OVAs, and those are like 12 episodes anime, like very short. We should exclude those.
Okay, yeah.
Actually,
Or like
no.
or like animes that have 2 episodes. We should just like
No,
let's
because an
count as a
OVA
movie.
is mostly like less than 6.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Or
But
let's
even-
just
even
exclude,
then,
exclude
OVAs
those.
are not independent. They're like just a
Extra,
portion of the anime.
extras
Yeah, so
episode.
Exactly.
That's what I'm
so
saying. Let's just avoid
yeah,
those.
We exclude those. Yeah, of course. I mean, like titles. Give me a title,
Damn.
and if there isn't any, then say the least amount. Because how many is Death Note? I think Death Note is a great anime.
It's like 50 episodes.
What
50
is
episodes.
only 25?
Who?
There's 2 seasons.
It's 25 episodes.
Oh, 25. Even if there's 25, I think that's
It's
a lot.
25 episodes.
Wait, hold
That's
on, let me-
actually
let me
pretty
show.
sure.
Hold on. Let's Google this.
Although
37 episodes.
37 episodes. That sounds right.
Because I'm pretty sure it was 2 seasons.
yeah,
okay.
still not a lot of episodes.
That's not
that's
a
kind
lot.
of that's kind of like
but-
a lot right there to me.
No, that's pretty
Right.
average.
It's average. Let's say.
Compared to like finding love in a dungeon or falling in love with a girl in a dungeon.
How many episodes is that?
Like
12.
25. 12. That's funny. Like that's so short, and that was such a good anime. Like they
Yeah, but
could have
that's,
developed
is
it
it good
even
for
more.
you or is it considered a great anime?
Consider a great anime.
Like the community understands that this is a
It's
great
hot.
anime.
If they would have developed that, that's some crazy shit right there.
So you say
Right,
that
Grizzly?
they didn't develop it?
I like
Um,
it. It was a cute show. It
Yeah.
was fun. It was.
It was
had a nice
there was a lot of
vibe
action.
going on.
It was good. They
I
didn't
liked
develop
the
anything.
action.
And then they even did another show, 12 episodes
I
as
like
well.
the other spin-off that they did based on the other main character.
It just you know why most people like the second show, just because it kind of explained a little more, because they didn't explain anything on the first season or on the first show, because the other show was different because it was from the perspective of the other character. So you kind of it was a whole different show, but it was weird. I didn't saw the second show because it kind of makes no sense. I want to see the original show and have them explain the shit.
All right, so you're saying 12 is the minimum amount of
No, 12
episodes.
is not enough. I don't consider that an anime.
That's what I was asking, and you guys brought that up.
Okay.
No, we said that
First of all,
12 is too little.
let's get this out on the table. That's his personal opinion.
Of course.
But in reality, if you look at it, most anime that come out every season, they're about 12 to 20 episodes.
I mean, as a whole.
No,
yeah,
we're
as a
talking
whole.
about how many episodes should an anime have
From
to be
beginning to
considered
end,
great.
like conclusion.
to be
It
great.
depends.
Let's
Is
say-
it like a season anime, or are you trying to?
The end.
It doesn't matter. It could be 2 seasons,
matter.
1 season.
I don't know.
'Cause you
that's
know-
that's a difficult question.
No,
Because
that's
you-
not.
You know,
Yeah, it is
Grizzly,
because
let
you have
me-
to think about the publishing company and the the
Grizzly,
person
what
who's
are you talking
making
about?
it.
I
What
could
if the
name
person-
an anime that lasted. It had 50 some episodes, and it never stopped. It was just one season. It was just a really long anime, and they did it all in one season, and that was Kekagaiki or something.
Okay.
You remember
Actually,
the
the anime was cut off. It never finished.
it did finish.
Mm-mm. The manga is still continuing.
It's
Well,
not
which
about
one?
mangas. It's anime.
Yeah, we're
Yeah,
talking
yeah.
about the anime. Grizzly, don't try to
but see,
forget
that's-
about the
That's
manga.
exactly what I'm saying.
We're talking. Oh my
That's-
god!
I
Grizzly.
know. I was just giving you an example.
What?
Okay, here's my example.
You say, because this is the thing. I'm saying the amount of episodes an anime gets depends on how long the story is and how long the publishing
Not
company
always.
can produce the amount of episodes.
Not always. It doesn't depend on that. It depends on how much the manga is selling. Let's say, for example, if the guy of One Piece is like, okay, the manga is famous enough, I could just stop the anime and people buy, because they do the anime so people get interested in buying the manga. So they could just stop it at any time. They don't really care when it ends, because they're always going to end at the end of a season, like at the end of an arc, and that could just be the end. Next week they could just pull it out of their ass and be like, yeah, Luffy found the One Piece, he defeated Kaido, everything happened in like one season. That's basically what we're saying, but it doesn't matter. We're not talking about the manga. That's just what
I
I'm trying
know.
to say.
I wasn't talking about the manga. I just use this as reference.
So how many episodes do you think, personally,
Yes, do you think you
an anime
should be?
should
to be
have
great?
to be great?
Okay.
While you think, let me tell you mine. I'm just gonna go with Death Note, 37 episodes.
Yeah, like that's a lot of episodes right there.
Nah, I have to go for the long run, and I need something like at least 300 episodes or more.
Damn. I'm
No,
saying
but
the
to make
least.
to make it great, Grizzly.
I want
the
something-
least. That's the most. I'm saying the least.
Oh, the list. Sorry. The list. 100 episodes.
All right.
I feel like I feel like 100 episode is good enough for you to do a lot of character development and do everything with that consistent and provide like a lot of things, Or you know what? Wait, no. I'm gonna change my mind. 75.
That's an odd and very specific number.
75.
What are you basing this
I-
on? What's the anime that you're thinking that is 75
Oh.
episodes?
Simple. 3 seasons. The first season, introduction of the character, and also introduction of villains, they will find and develop each other as they progress to the story, but eventually get defeated by the second season. The introduction in the second season of a new villain. And lastly, the third season, to wrap everything up and give it a really nice conclusion and an ending in which the first villain come back to haunt them from again.
Okay, you done, Grizzly?
Yeah,
Okay, are you done?
I think 75 episodes will cover that nicely.
Okay, you done now?
hmm
Okay, so I think that 37 episodes is the best way, just because 37 episodes is like 8 or 9 months. Make it 8 months, 8 months and a half. So that's make it 9 months just in case they have holidays. That's literally a whole year you watching a show. After it ends, you move on to the next one. But the thing is, I hate when this happens, that you have so many shows that you're watching that you cannot concentrate in all of them. But if you have a show that lasts a whole year and then it ends and it was delicious, it was a freaking good show, you loved watching it, you wanted it to be the show, you wanted to be in the show, you felt the show, you know what I mean? You became the show. When you feel all those things, you had a year, hey, it's okay. Now you have another favorite show that is coming up that is also cool as shit. And you manage yourself that way. So I think 37 episodes is good. If you want to go the Detective Conan way, almost 1,000 episodes, it's freaking crazy. Or you're going to go One Piece, almost 1,000 episodes as well. Hey, go ahead. I love it too. But there are probably those that I would say like 40% of those episodes are filler. You know what I mean? Like there's really not a lot going on.
you're right. Like
But if
whenever
you
you do that,
See,
But if you get hold on, Grizzly. But if you get a solid story that is good for 8 months, you're like, damn, Arslan, for example, that story has volume. You know what I mean? not in quantities, but the story itself is not something that you could digest in a freaking episode. You know what I
Actually,
mean?
Arslan has about 75 episodes. It has 3 seasons, each containing about 20 episodes per season, if I'm not mistaken.
Hey, let me Google that, but I don't think so. But the thing is that I'm trying to say is that if they want to go even 75 episodes, some people might be like, yeah, it's not a lot. But the good thing about Arslan is that there's no feeling. There's no I forgot the word. What the hell it was? Let me Google this thing real quick and then I'll get my
You know
mind
what?
straight.
The thing with Arslan is that it is a heavy, condensed story. So when you translate that from the manga into the anime, it translates very nicely because they have like so much to cover and you know, like so many things to like you know, like focus on, because later on all those little things are gonna be related to like other things, you know. So they have to cover for those things.
There's 33 actually on Arslan Senki. You could say 34 if you include
Wait, but
the
is that
an
including?
OVA.
But are you counting for all of the seasons?
Yeah, all of the seasons. It's just that season 1 gets split into 2. Grace, that's why you might have been confused, but it was just one season.
Yeah, but how many episodes does it have?
First season 25, second season 8, and the OVA 9.
Oh, okay.
So there's like that's what I'm
Okay,
saying, and
but
it's
still-
so rich. And I'm
but
still
still, and
craving
even-
some more Arslan.
And even
Arslan Senki.
then,
It's
even
crazy.
then, just so you know, the manga still continues.
I know the manga's continuing.
And those 38 something episodes are only covering
Because
just a few.
remember,
just the beginning.
we're not talking about the manga. And by the way,
No, I
Grizzly,
know.
the manga ended a long time ago. This is just a remake of the manga itself. By the way, just like Hunter x Hunter, the anime, the 2011 one is just a remake of the one
okay.
from a couple years ago. That's basically it. So it's
Now-
not that long. But what I'm trying to say is that 37 to me is the perfect amount of episodes. Let's say, for example, the baby becomes president. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
For all of you,
crazy.
the
That
baby
crazy.
is Rooster's son. The baby.
Yeah, he crazy. He
The babe.
imagine if he becomes president after
The
4
cheek.
years, or even after 4 years that he does. He doesn't even have to stay for long. Just 4 years, and after that he gets paid $500,000 a month.
That's crazy.
Isn't that a good job?
Mhm.
Just work
Yeah.
4 years in your life, and then you're done. You retire. I think you gotta be 31 to become a president, or whatever, or above 33, I think. And then you can become president, and then doing 38, and then just relax the rest of your life. $500,000. The Secret Service has to look out for you, so you don't have to worry about getting
That's
killed.
cool.
Yeah, you go places, you have your own jet and stuff like that.
I like that. I like that they have like a secret service for life.
Yeah.
Like, it's funny. What the hell? But that's a lot of our
Funny
tax-paying money that
Yeah,
is going to
that's
that
a
shit.
lot of taxpayers.
Shit, imagine that $500,000. There's literally all of our taxes there. And imagine how many presidents are still alive. Think about it.
Yeah. I was telling my friend that the people who stand to lose the most is like people in the middle. You know,
Yeah.
because if you're rich, you just have so much that even if you lose something or a little bit of your company, like you can just, recover that later on. And then if you like, in the other hand, you don't have anything at all, then there's no point because you don't have anything. That you cannot fuck it up anymore. But if you're in the middle, you have enough to lose, but not enough to recover.
Or enough to gain.
Yeah, or not so little that you don't give a fuck about losing it. So
Yeah.
that's the crappy part.
Hey, I don't even know.
But if you have a lot of tension in your life, I suggest going to one of these adult camps. I seen them a lot, like on TV, and I think that's something that we should do. Adult camp.
I don't like
What's
those
that
adult
about?
camps. It's like you go to a camp and you have like you drink and you do crazy wild things with other grown ups.
You have fun.
You have fun. I don't like those things. Shit.
Okay. wha-
A lot of killings been going
Okay.
on lately.
okay. Why would you do that?
Yeah.
Instead of going to the beach or because like, hey, look, you want to hang out, you want to do cool things to other people, you go to those things. You want to have crazy wild sex, do a lot of drugs, you go to those places.
You don't.
You don't have to do the sex, but it happens.
or drugs.
Yeah, it's bound to happen that you're gonna have the sex.
Hey, I'm pretty sure, Koala, there's gonna be plenty of drugs.
No, this is a.
Oh, there's gonna at least even
except
if
for
there's not-
alcohol.
Yeah, there's
Yeah,
gonna be a
that's
lot of
ca-
alcohol. That's a drug.
Yeah,
Coffee.
that's
Of
drug.
course, I'm
Tea.
saying, but I'm saying not
Okay,
like people are gonna
then
be like
legal
doing
drugs.
cocaine out of
I'm
a
pretty
table.
sure that they're gonna be doing cocaine
Okay,
on the
there's
table.
definitely gonna be there's definitely gonna be one guy trying to get to do you cocaine.
Yeah, it's like
with
you want some coke? I'm serious though.
There's
I don't know,
always someone that is into coke.
I don't know. I just saying that I like the idea of just going to a place and having everything like prepared. Because a lot of times you go on vacation, you have to do your own research. You have to do your own thing.
Oh,
Yeah.
I
So
know.
you just take
Oh,
some time off, and they have activities planned for you. You know, you do archery, you do arts and craft, maybe woodworking.
See,
You play games with
but
other
that's not
people.
so hard. I wouldn't go to a like a camp, like an adult camp, just because I would rather just do it myself, even if I have to do all the work. Like,
what do you mean? Do it all yourself and do
all the work? Like you have to do the camp, you have to set the fire, you have to do the tent. If you go to a grown-ups camp, unless you rent a cabin, you could just rent a cabin and do all that. But if you go to an adult camp, it's cheaper and you don't have to cook, you don't have to do much.
Yeah, it's
'Cause
all
they have the
included.
facilities. Yeah, it's all included. In that case, I would suggest, hey, look, instead of renting a cabin, let's go to a camp. You know what I mean? Because in the camp you have all the activities instead of you going to a random place. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but why don't you the
I
two
mean,
of
if-
you go to a cabin?
No, I mean if it's a lot of people. Oh, I'm not going, Qual. I'm not going. I don't want to go.
Take some time off, bro.
Nah, I don't want to go, man. It's crazy.
I mean, if
I'm broke too. Tax season is coming. Gotta pay taxes.
I was gonna say don't buy gifts, but
You have to buy gifts when you have a family, man. It's Christmas. Shit like that happens. It's life. What can you do? And also have to buy the car. It's crazy.
Damn.
Her shit is beat up. Now I know about cars. Now can I get me? I don't want to let myself get fucked now. You in the other case, Grizzly, you gotta get fucked because
What?
you got.
No.
I
You're
thought
crazy.
I thought you like getting fucked.
No, but now I know.
This
But
is
what
the
you
thing.
don't,
Like, oh, just let it happen. Just
Before
get-
he didn't know about car gurus. The other day he finally
yeah.
downloaded the application.
even on car gurus, you could get fucked. Have you? Oh my God, Grizzly, have you checked those cars? You know that they even tell you the history of what
Yes,
accidents you
they
have with a car.
do.
I go in deep, and these people, they're sneaky because they don't tell you what kind of accident happened to the car. It says accident, but they tell you a description of what an accident is. They don't tell you what really happened.
That's why you have to ask them more questions about it.
But what if they lie to you? You're getting fucked. That's what I'm trying to say.
That's why when you go see the
And you know
car,
something? Even if
you
I
have to go
even-
see the car first.
And you know what's funny? My mentality when I was in Car Gurus, I was oh, by the way, this is not us advertising and they're not sponsoring us. This is free.
Oh, so now that you mentioned that, I should remind our listeners that this podcast is brought to you guys by Random Tequila, the
Yeah.
tequila you never get to drink.
I was drinking some random tequila at the beginning. I'm feeling it. But the thing with cargo, my mentality looking into those cars, like, you know something? It says here that the frame is bent. I will take a gamble. What if it's not that bad? You know what I mean?
I don't know. That's bad. When the
I know, but my mentality is that okay, this is it's like an
Okay,
Audi
for
or a
those
Lexus
for
or
those of you listening, he's looking at expensive cars that are really
for like
cheap.
$6,000. Yeah, you know what I mean? It's like
These are like
it could
brand,
be a gem,
like this
a gem
year
in the dirt.
a gentle bend,
Yeah, I could probably straighten that out myself.
a little
the-
hammer.
But the thing is, okay. Let's say, for example, I buy the car. It's not running that well. I could sell it to someone that doesn't know about cars. Be like, yo, just give me $12,000.
You could.
Then
do
he
that.
goes back. He's like, yo, my car started messing up, and I noticed that I took it to a place and they told me that the frame is bad. I'm like, dude, you bent that frame. You should have lost some weight. Or be like,
Dude, my car just split in half.
like,
That is true. He
am I
does
the
that
car
at work
bender?
all
I'm
the
not
time.
bender from that show. You have to have a big screen. If you don't have a big screen nowadays on your car, you ain't doing
Okay.
shit.
So it's pretty much about how big your screen is.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Dude, if you have a big screen in there, you're killing it right now.
that's big.
The ladies know about
at
big
its
screen.
best
And it cannot be a
nowadays.
digitizer. It has to be a full touchscreen thing.
LCD.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah.
No.
As
Not
for
LCD.
my
The LCD
SUV
is
car, I don't know yet. So far, I like what you gonna call this? Because I don't like big SUVs. I
You
like
like-
small ones.
You like the
so-
Jeep there.
Yeah, I like the Renegade. I like the Jeep Renegade. It's all terrain.
You like the
is-
Wrangler too.
Yeah, I like the Wrangler too. But the Renegade will be my top choice. It is a pretty great price, you know, if you're buying a brand new. It's not too expensive. I'm definitely getting the one with the all-inclusive. It has a big screen too.
And a Mazda Miata.
I'll really get any
No.
type of car.
I don't know. For the sedan, I still don't know. Like I said, I haven't found like
A nice
That's
economical Japanese sedan.
maybe.
Corolla.
Actually, now that you mention that, if anything, I will get an even smaller SUV instead of a sedan. Because I actually saw the new Toyota C3, I think it's called.
That is tough.
That's
I
a
liked it.
crossover.
I like
think.
it. It is so
Or that tiny
small,
Buick
but
and
it
rugged, right?
yeah, it
But
looks
it's not an
very
SUV
rugged.
though.
Hmm?
That's not an SUV.
It is an SUV. It's just
It's
tiny.
considered a crossover actually,
Yeah,
but it's kind of an SUV.
it's like a sedan crossing
It's
over the
a
side. Of
tiny SUV.
It's crossing.
I love it. It is so small, but very compact and very spacious still.
I want to get a freaking
Have
Fiat.
you got in it?
I have to want a
No,
Fiat.
but it
How you know
sits
that?
four.
You say very spacious. You don't know how
Oh,
spacious.
I have seen them.
It's spacious for like one person, not for.
Because you're pretty big, dude.
Oh, you
Yeah,
can do
but
for-
who am I gonna be carrying in there? That will be
No, it's just
No,
that one
but
type
see-
of car person.
You need elbow room.
no. See, that will be like for if like me and my dog, like in the future when I actually can afford 3 cars.
Well,
I
There
have
you
to
have
get a
it.
Fiat. I just see myself in a Fiat, the tiny one.
Oh, if I were to get
I
a
love
Fiat,
tiny cars.
if I were to get a Fiat, I will
It's a
completely
contradiction.
customize the shit out of it. I feel like if that's the only
That's
the only way to go.
Yeah.
If you have a tiny car, you have to like personalize it so much,
Okay. Well,
just to fit your thing.
there you have it. I guess we'll take this exit. Thank you for letting us entertain you for this time. We'll be back soon. See
Taking
you
this
guys
exit.
later.
Catch you on the next one. Peace out.